Hello Libra, kia ora koutou katoa. Welcome to my YouTube channel and or my Facebook page if you've come across this video on Facebook. So as always, I want to start off with thanking everybody, those of you who have subscribed to my channel, left me comments or thumbs up, and also those of you who have who view my videos as well. So I do appreciate you making contact with me in this way and connecting. So, and I hope these readings, make sense to you. Well, most of the time. So I do get that sometimes it's not all going to resonate with you. So on that note, I just want to remind everybody that these reads are general, so they may or may not resonate with you. If they do, that's wonderful. If they don't, then don't totally throw it out. So it could be more of a forecast with you, or for you, and coming up in the next couple of weeks. So this read is from the 18th to the 31st of January, 2021. Yes, 2021. It's like, whoa, it's the end of the we're halfway through the month now. So today is the 15th of January that I'm recording this video. So on the 13th, we had the new moon at 6 p.m. It was at its peak on Wednesday. So we're still in this new moon energy that I'm reading in at the moment. So this may, be something that may be happening like right now when I'm doing this reading. Or it could be happening with you when you watch this video as well. Okay, so and so there could be something like become more of a past reading for you, or a recent past, rather than a forecast for you. So this is where I like to remind everybody too that if they don't resonate with you, or if not all of it does, then check out what your other signs are saying. So this is for Libra. And a Libra may be in your astrological chart under one of your sun, moon, rising, and or Venus sign for you. And by doing that, it can give you fill in those gaps and whatever you feel more drawn to. You maybe want to listen to the whole lot, or just parts, or one of them, what you feel drawn to. Like I say, and it will give you a little bit more information about what is going on for you. Okay. The other thing is, if you don't know what your signs are, there is a link in the description box below that will take you to a website that has a free calculator on it, and it will work it out for you. So check that out. The other thing is that I have some courses that are coming up this year. The first one is a 2-day workshop, which is developing your spiritual abilities inside, or your sixth senses, you could say, inside. So some of you's out there, you may be having, or these feeling energy, spiritual experiences, as in spirit manifesting themselves to you, so you can see them, basically, their energy, or getting messages and you're not sure if it is actually spirit, if it is you, or or that sort of thing. So there is, and that empath side where you're feeling things and it's like, I'm not sure what I'm feeling. And some of you, I feel like you're definitely getting, some messages, but it's like interpreting them. So this 2-day workshop is, for those of you who are wanting to get a little bit more of an understanding and gain a little bit more knowledge about what could be going on with you, but also some tools to help you through those times. And when spirit do pay you a visit, or you feel drawn, or you're wondering what your intuition is actually telling you. So we'll cover that bit. So with the other course, the 2-day workshop is in mid-February. The course is doesn't begin until the beginning of March. So that one is 5 months, and it was like 10 full-day workshops, where we will be working with spirit and connecting with the mediumistic side, the psychic, everything, building on your energy, your skills on that sort of sense. So that one is probably, I would recommend doing the workshop first if you're new to it. That one is probably good for people who are maybe going into this side, really looking at going into this side of things. So, and maybe have been going to some spiritual development classes, and have not a lot of experience, and some, but some, some knowledge about it. And not brand new people to this. That's what the 2-day workshop is for. So and then we go, or it is for people who maybe have started working in it and finding that they're needing a little bit more, for the lack of a better word, training, or a little bit more understanding, a little bit more knowledge in a few ways, and how to and connecting with spirit. So a lot of our exercises will be working with that, and practice will be working with that as well. And so it's very hands-on. Okay, so that is like I say, for 5 months, and that course runs for. Okay, so if you're wanting to know more about it, the costs and everything like that, and dates, go to my Facebook page. The link is in the description box below, and you can get the rest of that information. Okay, and make contact with me as well. My contact details are in the description box below. So if you're wanting to book a reading, a personal reading for you, just contact me on those details in the description box as well. Okay, anyway, getting on with your reading, there is I'm doing a mind, body, spirit and soul sort of flow there. So we're going to do 2 rows, and we'll see what comes up through with those. Okay, so the first 3 cards out, we have 9 of Swords, which is unfounded fears and nightmares, Libra. So some of you may have some unfounded fears and nightmares going on there. So with the 9 of Swords, so there may be something that's keeping you up at night, and I'm feeling like for some of you it's not necessarily fears, but it's like, what is going on? What are these dreams about? And what is, and some of you, I do feel like there are some, like unfounded fears, basically. I'm going to go with that, and nightmares about something that is happening around in your life, obviously, but not just in your life now, in the past. Okay, so there's something that some of you are really holding on to, haven't released, or there's something from the past that has triggered something in the now that is like that is popping up. So some of you may be a little bit anxious with things, and I do feel like some of you are actually picking up on so like, as the collective energy that's going on in the world. So it's just being mindful about sifting through what is actually yours and what is not yours. Okay, so energy, and it may be something else, and not actually something that is specific to you, what you may be feeling on, like that anxious or that gut feeling that might be making you a little bit anxious. So just if you can discern what is yours and what, if that is actually yours, and by doing what is going on around you, because you're going to like project that into the future. So it's about figuring that out. So, but something is coming to an end with that for some reason. So for some of you it may not necessarily, but this is like letting you know about doing that. So this is the 9. So something is coming to an end. So this is like you, I feel, Libra, is shifting and changing. So some of you, I feel, maybe like changing jobs, changing careers. It may be that you're changing, your job or a career that is going into something completely different, or you may be like looking at going into a business and taking like some baby steps into it and researching it. So, but it's like maybe like money, energy, time, blah blah blah, and maybe some of you have made a sort of a commitment to something like that, and you're just wondering, should I have done that, blah blah blah, or questioning it. Others of you, I feel like there's something going on about, relationships as well as shifting. And some of you, it's about, not about, about things that are not happening in your life that you've manifested at the moment, that you're thinking it should be here now, or it could be here now. But I do feel, whatever it is, that they are unfounded. And it's like some of it is timing, divine timing. Some of it is because you haven't been like moving in the direction that you probably could be moving, as procrastination. So some of it I'm just hearing, be patient, okay, as well. Be patient with yourself. And sometimes we don't make that move because we're not quite ready for it, and so it's about, it's taking those steps to get to a place where we are ready for it. If you're not doing anything about it, then it's obviously the same thing's going to happen, nothing, okay? So I'm hearing like taking some action, but something comes to an end with that. So because you start sorting things out. Okay, we'll see what happens here. So the King of Cups. Okay, and interesting, we got the swords in the mind. It's beautiful how the spirit work it. So Libra. So then we have the King of Cups. So on a physical level, we have the King of Cups here. So the King of Cups is one who both loves and fears at the same time. So there's maybe some emotional stuff that's going on with, with a male energy, and it may be an older male energy. It could be a male energy from the past. Could be a male energy that's in your energy around you right now. But there is, he is one who both loves and fears, in the sense that they're, going into a relationship. He wants to go in there, but he fears, what his emotions are going to be like based on others, or what emotional attachment, maybe going, but it's all based on what his, where are we going? It's based on the past relationships, basically, of what he's experienced in the past. So, and it's about commitment too. So whatever is going on there, but I do feel like he's not fully grounded. It's not like, because there's a red cushion under there, but it's actually not red. It's more pinky. So it's not like solid foundation, but it's something, there is some sort of grounding there. So I feel like he's more grounded. He's not sinking in his emotions. He's more afloat of them. So this is about, I feel like maybe you're getting more in control, or you become more in control of your emotions, and being, being in that love-based energy space. But I feel like, because whatever is there is something to do, I'm hearing and feeling, to do with relationships, okay? Not necessarily a romantic relationship, it could be something with relationships with yourself as well, with yourself. I don't know why I'm putting that, because with yourself or or siblings, family members or friends or something like that, or just people in general, like workmates and things like that. So there is something here I'm hearing about commitment. So this could actually be you making that commitment, or this could actually be somebody else. But it could be something where you, with the King of Cups, is like being more in that, line of being in touch with his emotions, his feelings, and that sort of thing. About, and moving in a way that is not disconnected from life, but in necessarily disconnected from all emotions, like flat out. It's more from those that don't, those emotional connections from those that don't serve any purpose for you, your highest good. And just knowing, being and learning from that, and knowing about yourself on a deeper level, emotionally, basically, like what makes, what triggers it and stuff like that, and knowing the difference between, am I running away from something, or am I this decision, am I not wanting to go here, or okay, I'm hearing, am I wanting to quit this job? Is it on an emotional level? What is my part in it, or is it just all about emotion? Am I letting things, be on my sleeve, wearing my emotions on my sleeve, or am I, or is this just, is it impulsive, basically, okay? In making decisions for the best possible reasons. So then we, on a spiritual level, we have the Queen of Pentacles here, and she's got this love of luxury. So she's one who works hard, okay? So I'm feeling, she comes through with this groundedness. So there may be an aspect of you that works, that you're good with money, and that you, manifest, money that, to you in some way or form, but not only just manifest, but it's like, and that's through the hard work that you do. Not just hard, but clever. Okay, because she's clever at how she attains her, earns her money, attains it. She's very smart, okay, very clever, but she's also very grounded, likes to help people, not do the work for them, but help people out as well. She's quite generous with her time and her knowledge and expertise as well, Spirit are telling me. So, but she's like one to, she's built her dreams, created a foundation and stability, and not just with the money, financial side of things, but also with family, okay? Because the Pentacles is not just about, you know, finances, money, that side of things, and material possessions, career and all sorts of that sort of thing, but it's also around about money, but also I see, you know, energy as well, okay? Yeah, so anyway, the Queen of Pentacles. Wow. So that's, you know, on a spiritual level, it's like, I feel you are, you know, they're telling me that this is like, you know, you kind of are where you need to be, you know, with financially wise and stability wise. It's like, it's not so much that you're not happy there, but it's not so much that, but there's still more to do, basically. But it's like there's a sense of achievement or attainment where you are, and it's like I do feel something is like moving though, okay? Cool. But it's like you're in a better position now, and you're like more knowing now that actually where what I'm hearing is like when you do make your decision, there is, you know, it's all based on balance. Things are balanced basically, and it's based on the fact that you know 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 that where you're going. Did I say that right? Yeah, anyway, I think you get what I mean. So and then interesting here we got, isn't this Spirit never ceases to amaze me. In the soul level, the Ten of Swords comes up. So the Ten of Swords is, this is you, you know, there is an end to a situation or phase. So obviously there's something, you know, going on around in your head because you had the Nine of Swords there. So there may be something to do with this Nine of Swords about communication and communicating in a different way, or communicating, you know, to yourself and or to others, to communicating your truth basically, but coming from like a love base, you know, sort of energy. So it's like, okay, and it's like nothing really irks you anymore with certain people around in your life. It's like, you know what, that's just so much a waste of energy, and that's just not who I am, or that's just not what I'm about. And it's like you got this grounding, and you know where you're going, you know where because I'm hearing like you're sitting comfortable at the moment, and that's financially wise and, you know, spiritually wise, with, you know, who you are, where you are in a sense. So, and then this Ten of Swords, this end of a situation or phase, you know, this is like, it's all in, you know, you leave it there, it's behind you, okay? Cool. And that's on a soul level. So there's something shifting there, and it's like you've shifted something, you're shifting something, and, you know, you're obviously processing and working on yourself, on the egoic side of things as well, whatever is going on there. So it's like, oh, okay. And the Lovers, love and choice. So there could be something happening, whether there's a new relationship that's coming in, coming in towards you, because this card normally depicts you know, something happening within, or something new, or someone new coming into your life, which is really really awesome. So wouldn't be, you know, it could be that this person comes in within the next couple of weeks or by the end of the month. But there's something about, I do feel like there's you know, that could be that for some of you. The other thing is that it's like your relationship with yourself, and there is a more, because you've sorted this out, whether it is to do with a relationship, it could well be where you find a new sense of love within you, but also within the relationship. But it also could be meaning that there is a third party where you may be the one that's exiting, or somebody else, or your partner may be exiting and somebody else comes in. Okay, not just so much with them, but with you, or vice versa, whatever it is. And it could be that that you are the one that's leaving and moving into a new, and someone else is coming towards you as well. So, but I do feel like there's the other side. A part of that is you know, have creating this, because of the choices, you are more, okay, in love with yourself. You're in love with yourself for who you are and what you do, how you rock and how you roll in your life at the moment. It's just your relationship with yourself. Well, but I'm hearing like with that is like communication breakdown with that is, you know, through here, but there maybe was, but now it's like you're more communicating to others, the way that you know, how you're feeling, what you're wanting, and where you're wanting to go as well. But mostly to yourself, and also to Spirit for some of you as well. So, and I want to go to this one here with the Page of Wands, is, you know, because so we've got the Six of Wands on the physical side. So there's some sort of success, you know, there's, you know, not necessarily public acclaim and success in some way or form, but there's some sort of success in the sense that there's some sort of acknowledgement that comes to you, and, you know, and that somebody says to you, and it could be about, you know, how you've handled a situation. It could be, you know, the process that you've gone through, and to where you get through in the next couple of weeks. That, like, you super see something panning out for you, okay? Some sense of achievement, but also there is something about some sort of support or something like that that is there, or supporters that with you, following you, or will help you along the way. Okay, wow. So I'm feeling that some of you may be actually like going through a relationship shift, change, and this is like maybe a long time coming. And you may have been, you know, in maybe, you know, an unhealthy relationship. And this here, I feel like is, you know, your support people, your support team who are there to help you through it, whether it be family, whether it be, you know, communities, some sort of community service or whatever. There's something there. And then there's the Page of Wands on the spiritual level here. So the Page of Wands is, you know, about, you know, he's a messenger, and he brings these, but brings a lot of newness, like as in ideas, and, you know, of what to, you know, where you're wanting to step into next, or move to next. Cool. A lot of movement. Now I'm going to take these 5 that have fallen out, and it's on a soul level here. So the first one here is like there's a new beginnings emotionally with the Ace of Cups. So there's something where obviously you started to cut through some of the bullshit, not just mentally but emotionally as well. So there is a new beginning in that. So it's like you are not buying into, you know, any, you know, you're not attaching yourself to it within any emotionally to anything. It's like you figured that out. So I feel like there's been some emotional detachments, and you're allowing yourself to move forward, okay, and not let your emotions get in the way. So, and then we have the Hanged Man, and, you know, a choice of a sacrifice, or of, you know, or choice, or of choice, okay. So it's like you've set yourself free in a way. You've turned things around. So it's like you've got to, because down here you're seeing things from another perspective, and just below the head, his head there is, you know, there is water, puddles of water, and it's like and it's not letting your emotions get in the way, okay, because you're starting to see something on a soul level about, okay, I need to make this change, okay. And then we have, oh gosh, then we have the Three of Cups, like celebration, as well. So there may be 3 people, or 3, you know, there's some sort of celebration. It could be with 3 people, but, you know, there's 3 for me. It's about balance as well. So, and it's like, and that is, you know, that's quite emotional on its own, but it's a good emotion in the sense that there is celebration there. That is because you've made a decision, and you've stepped out of something. You're not going to, you know, like hang yourself again, or hang yourself out to dry, basically. You've taken some steps. Because then we have the Two of Cups, which is interesting. That's come after the Three of Cups. So it's the Two of Cups is like friendship. So there could be some new friendships, and that are formed from these, you know, from these decisions that you've made. It's interesting that you've got 1, 2, 3, or 1, 3, 2, but in there. Hey, awesome. Wow. And then we have the Five of Swords. So it's like there's some sort of victory for some of you, and some sort of maybe defeat. So depending on which way you look at that. So it may be that, you know, there's a tinge of both, okay, where, yes, I've made this decision, and you know, I'm going to go this way, but it may bring, which is, you know, the victory in a sense that you've made this decision, which is where the celebration is like, yes, I've done that. But it may bring something like a shortfall of money, okay, or a shortfall of supplies in some way, or something like that. So maybe, you know, it may be but it's like not letting your head get in the way of it. Okay, this is about finding some balance again, okay, within that. But there is no defeat and there is no victory, but it's this celebration in the sense that because there is probably about 2 or 3 people involved in there, but it's like whichever end of the stick, or whichever space it is affecting you, whether it's defeat or victory, either way there's a sense of humbleness and staying grounded. It's like there's in a way there's an end to a phase or a cycle in some way. It's like, okay, that's sort of, now I can move and go on to this one because that's sorted. So the 5 always in the decks is the middle bit. There's always something that's going on there where you get to a space where things are going good, and then things are like maybe not going so good, but it's a nice little like period of time in a way that helps us to see what needs to be fixed or what needs to be sorted, what needs to be thrown out, discarded, what needs to be decluttered in our lives. So and then moving on. That's how I see that, and that's how I want to read it. Okay, so there's a bit of a clearing out process. So and like I say, the clearing out process could be like the release of people. You may end up being one of those release of people, but that's not necessarily a bad thing either, because it means you can get on with your life. But I'm actually reading this in the sense that as you may be being the victor, okay, on saying that, just because of the cards that are coming before it. Okay, so this is really cool. This is awesome because there's this is like I say, this new moon energy. Something is shifting, is moving. So I'm just going to draw a card from the Archangel deck. This is one of Doreen Virtue's Angel Oracle decks that I haven't used for quite some time. So I'll just give them a little shuffle this way and shuffle that way and see what comes out. Okay, what do we have? What do you have, Libra, for your beautiful Librans? What do they mostly do? Oh, no. What do you want to share with them? Okay, overcoming difficulties. So this is kind of what this is about. Archangel Jeremiah, the worst is now behind you, and you are surmounting any previous challenges. Kind of blinking. Ask for a better card to confirm it. Wonderful. And I feel like there is one more. Oh, there's 2 more. Okay. Clairvoyance. Okay, so Archangel Raziel. Okay, I'm helping your spiritual sight to awaken fully so you can clearly see heavenly love. So that in a way is, partially what is coming up through here. Okay, creative writing. Make time to write down your thoughts in a journal or pen an article or book. Okay. That's actually a really good thing, because sometimes when we've got shit going on in our head and our mind, it's really good to get it down. So whether it's something that's like literally a shit and you want to just get it out and you want to screw it up and burn it or bin it or whatever, and to shift that energy, or whether it's just like you're wanting to, you may be having lots of dreams or something like that, not necessarily nightmares, but you're just wanting to get something out, and it's a good little I find it a good exercise. So when I look back and I've got books, journals from 20 years ago, then I look back and I think, oh my God, I can't believe I thought that way, and I can't believe that I've moved from how much I've grown and from back then to where I am now. Okay, anyway, I just thought I'd share that with you. So anyway, I'm going to leave that with you now, Libra. I hope that makes sense for you. And I'm just going to leave you with, I'm just going to leave you now with lots of love, peace, harmony, joy, excitement and adventure, also prosperity and abundance. And from my spiritual team, as well as myself, we leave you with that. Bye for now. We'll see you in a fortnight.